I guess it's too bad, but we will have some people here very soon. Welcome to the show, y'all. I'm Philip Trom. Some other people call me Bobby. Um, we're here to talk about all kinds of stuff: CERN, demons, Lucifer, angels, end of the world, beginning of the world, restarts, and Armageddon itself. Now, I do a lot of talking, as you guys know, um, but the talking comes in also with your comments. And a lot of things I say are in conclusion with your comments. So, with that being said, your comments do mean a lot, and I will project on them as much as I can, much as I will. All in showing that we all need to be on the same page, especially in these times. Now, what we're going through in these times are the end times. And a lot of people aren't going to believe that, but that's okay. I don't need anybody to believe um, really anything that I'm saying. I prefer that you do, but if you don't, it happens. Now, what's actually happening right now is, let's be blunt here. What's going on up in our skies at this very instant are portals have been opened. I believe CERN left doors open, possibly not their fault, but maybe it is their fault. Maybe they didn't know how to close a door. Um, there are um, very scary things coming, and it's going to be a doozy when they get here. Now, I'm sure a lot of you think that this guy's just a really good storyteller, or this guy, man, the stuff that he came up with the Pope dying, and war in Russia, and war going to be in Iran. Like, I have my batting average speaks for itself. I really don't have to go into my psychic anymore. Um, if I tell you guys something, it just is probably going to be that. But with that even being said, what's coming is worse. See, this is what they're going to do to us. There's going to be a play on aliens. The aliens are going to partially come down and show themselves to us. Now, I don't know the style in which they're going to do that. But what I do know is if I was an alien with massive amounts of technology and I knew how to um, make a population scared while just having a few ships that have made it so far, with more coming. What I would do is I would project down massive amounts of fleets overhead to make it look like, oh my God, they blocked the sun with their airplanes. Now, my grandmother, she grew up in Austria-Hungary, and she said when the Americans came, um, nobody could believe it because there were so many planes. It literally blocked out the sun for a day. So when I think of these aliens and I think of their coming, um, it's going to be something different. It's going to be something uh, so dreadful, so heartfelt, so unbelievable that people probably will have heart attacks, probably will die, and probably um, will not know what to do as far as making a deal with anybody. Now, there's always the other side, right? So, in my opinion, in what I've seen and what I keep getting, um, Lucifer is going to pull loose from his dwellings place, and Lucifer is going to also put on a show where he takes his military, he builds it up, or it's already built up, ready to go. He's going to say that these aliens are from heaven, and he's going to go, you can either take my side or you can be my enemy. We don't even know what these things are. They're not God. We don't know who created them. I know who created me. My father might not like me, but I know my father didn't create them. And so that's going to be that's going to be your number one, your disclosure. Two, it's going to be a psyop. So now you have a choice to make. Are you going to bend the knee to Lucifer, or are you going to go um, with Rapture and the aliens? Now, the word Rapture, if you don't know what that means, in Sumerian, what Rapture literally means is to come without warning, without having told anybody that you were on your way. It has nothing to do with a bunch of people going in the clouds. I mean, it may at some point, but the rapture, as it is defined in definition, literally means to come without predisposition. I'm not telling anybody I'm coming to that party. Well, in a sense, you'd be rapturing that party. Who you take home with you and who ends up disappearing with you, that's going to be on you. So now you get it. Um, and I'm a language guy, so language means a lot. Um, do you know the word Nakash? The word Nakash means snake, right? Well, guess what it also means? It means bronze in color, and the kind of bronze it is, it's like the sun when it's going down, but more bronze than orange. Um, so that's Nakash, and it also means morning star, uh, star of the morning. Um, if you were around royalty, a person said Nakash, it would mean to get on your belly and bow. Now, in the book of Adam and Eve, we all know what God told the serpent. You will wallow on your belly from here on out for what you did to the humans, right? So you will bow on your belly. So Nakash, the snake, the shiny one, the morning star, will now wallow on its belly from, here on to the end. what thing is behind me? I can't see because I was kind of just in moment. Left or right? Um, most of them are just signs, uh, military bags, and a weapon in case our government gets out of control and decides to you know be what it I guess already turned into. I mean, think of it. Our government really doesn't help us. All they do is take our money and give it to people that don't live here. We're in a bad place, people, and the way the Constitutional reads has nothing to do with how things are right now. So hopefully, at one point, we take a stand, and if we don't, I guess we'll dwindle into some sort of communism or socialism. Sadly. Uh, anyway, though, aliens. So we know that you've heard this. We have the aliens, and we have we have the aliens, and we have Lucifer and his army. Um, it's my it's my point to make that they are both one and the same. The aliens are here or will be here for the crossing of Nibiru, most likely. Okay, a lot of you don't believe in Nibiru, and that's fine because I didn't either. But here's what I do believe. I believe that during the time of Christ, when he was being born, that a star showed, and that star brought the people to the manger where Christ was sleeping during the exact night where children were being, their throats were being slit, they're being murdered, blah blah blah. Um, so Jesus makes it all because of this star. Frankincense and myrrh were given to the child. I don't know if you know what frankincense and myrrh do, but a lot of it has to do with time travel, and it's more about ritualistic behaviors that we can't understand today because we don't live there now versus how it is today. Uh, yes, I have. Who is this? Here goes some. Yes, you look at an alien in the eyes, and you will feel a buzzing that is not only unexplainable, but it does something to you. It becomes almost part of your soul, which I hate to say because that's how it feels. When you're being taken by those things. Now, I don't know if I ever leave the body or not. What I do know is, um, when I got my wisdom teeth out, I had a bad experience. The guy that did my wisdom teeth literally said, "Oh, you know that you're a true spaceman. You know that you get taken by aliens. Did you know that you're abducted at night?" And I had to kind of had to know about it, but he basically put the nail in the coffin as he said, um, like now I'm looking down. There's teeth all over my print. Where the stuff is, and I look at up at him, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, but you are the dream people, right? I had totally forgot that I was getting my wisdom teeth out. So I end up going back out, sleeping. He finishes the wisdom teeth. They wake me up, and he asks me, "How long have you been getting taken in the middle of the night?" I had no idea. The last time I remember being taken was in the army. Um, and I don't really speak on that adventure because whatever they gave me was very, very. It made me sick. It made me very sick. And by the time I got back to where I was supposed to be, um, eerie things had happened. Um, Basically, like I woke up, I was in my old house, a wall opened, and I basically rolled into the bed I was sleeping in the army. Now, a lot of people would just say, "Oh, you were under a lot of hostile a lot of hostility. You're under a lot of stress. Who knows? And yeah, maybe who knows? But what I do know is everything that the Army did with my stuff. Number one, my clearance was above top secret or above top secret clearance. You're gonna ask me for what was my job? I must have been like nuclear or something, right? No, my job was actually 92 Alpha, which is a logistics specialist. So there was no reason for that. Um, the day before I left, a CIA analyst and NSA analyst both came in, asked me a whole bunch of weird questions about dreams, about how I felt about reality, how my Christianity, and how I thought about reality as a state of existence, and how it all works basically. So I don't know what the army was doing. I answered everything the best of my ability while they had these things on me to make sure I was telling the truth. Um, but didn't stop there because as soon as I got to Laxton Jackson, it only continued. They only wanted to know more about me. They wanted to see how I could lie. Um, they gave me a scenario such as if you were dealing with an alien, or they didn't say alien, if you were dealing with an extraterrestrial, and the extraterrestrial's in your head, it knows everything that you're thinking, everything that it thinks that you're going to do, and everything it thinks that you might calculate into doing. What would you do? So my answer at that point was, I would fill my head with football, baseball, hockey, books, everything that I could think of. I would put in my brain. So here's to say, you guys are the aliens. I'm looking back at you. So I would be Troy Aikman, Emmett Smith, Deion Sanders, Emmett Smith, Keon Rice, Jerry Rice, uh, Joe Montana, uh, Steve Young, uh, Jeremy Roenick, Patrick Waugh, and so on and so on and so on. Now, I was the only guy that passed this test. I was the only person to give them the answer that I gave them on how to divert something that is, I guess, trying to get into your head. And it worked. To this day, I'm pretty sure they use in Jackson that exact same uh, lie detector scenario. So, if there is ever an event where there are aliens right on you and you're walking by them, they're walking by you, um, that is the way that you clear your head. You put everything in your mind that doesn't matter and does matter, but doesn't matter to them. As long as you can do that, you can survive their telepathy. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know what is behind me. Tell me, guys. I don't get it. I'm not. I'm really not seeing it. Yeah, you're right. Cogalito, you're 100% because it's coming, and I have plenty of video to prove that it's coming. A lot of people don't know how to look at the videos in themselves, and I understand that because it took me time to learn how to look at my videos. It took me time to learn the message they were giving me. Now, in the beginning, I guess they felt that I was so, far behind, that they were just giving me the answers. But by them giving me the answers, I began to be able to, not to say outline what they wanted me to see, because that's not what I do. It's more of a way that you look at something. It's basically taking it's basically taking your left eye, making it your strong eye, and then looking through your right eye as if it's like as if it's weaker. So when you're looking at these things, you're looking at them like this. So I can't do it with this phone. So I'm going to use the Bible here, um, and hopefully I can find a picture for you to use. Um, the Masons, they use this technique for bringing people into what their truth is. And what their truth is they have pictures, and they have art that basically is hidden meaning behind it, and it is showing you a truth without you seeing the truth because you're looking at it broad face. That's not how this works. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna find a coin or something that I can prove this to you, so then you can use it in your everyday, life. This is big. You guys, honestly, you guys need this because when you go to dinner or go to somebody's house and they're thinking that you're crazy, and I know how this goes because I've been through it too. Um, you need to show them you're not crazy. You're just a little smarter than everybody else there. So just give me 1 second. Let me get something to use for you, and then you got this. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go, people. Here we go. Let's see who's here. Oh man, we got the dream team here now. Alright, okay. Let's see, let me go back here. The 16th, right? I don't know. That's so weird that you bring that number up, because you know what I keep seeing 1881111. So I don't know why I keep seeing that number. But the 16th, let me see here. What's weird about the 16th is the alignments. The alignments that are going on right now are they're on the other side of good. They're they're not on the side of good. They're definitely on the side of evil. They are on the other side of the sun, which means when planets are on the side of Earth, on our side as we see it, usually that means that we're drawing the power from them. But when these planets are behind the sun is drawing power, and is pushing that power onto us. And this is old school thinking, believe me. You don't have to believe it. It's just, old Norse thinking, old Babylonian, we're going from really, really back in the day. And I believe stuff like that because they had a hold on things that we don't seem to have today. But with that being said, I promised you guys I'd show you how to look at my pictures. And I'm sure pictures that are online that are driving you guys crazy. Okay, let me see this. I haven't even looked at these yet. My dad's records, but I always get lucky with them. So, all right. This is Zep. Zep was definitely into other things. So what you're going to do is this. Okay, you see the way that I'm holding this? My face never goes in front of any of this. It has to stay behind. What you do is you take your eye, this here, you're weak, and then you have your right, and you're looking up. By doing so, what am I going to see? By doing so, there is a 3D craft right here with beings in the windows. And it would seem that that is what brought down that blimp. Now, what else am I going to see here? Ah, yes. A being crying to the heavens. But that's one. That's number. That's one. Okay. I'm not gonna do this all day. I want you guys to get the gist so you guys can do it. Okay. Least Monia. I never heard of it. It's my dad's records. We're gonna give it a shot. Oh, here we go. What are we going to see here? It's crazy how everything becomes 3D. Right, what I'm seeing is a lot, actually. Alright. Where should I start? start at the bottom. What I'm going to look at here is there is a magician, somebody with a wand right here. Um, it would seem that there is a void here with a man in fear looking up, maybe even the black sun, as a monster. There's a monster right here coming around this. And then you see another monster here. It looks being held back by maybe the Virgin Mary, but yeah, it's hard to tell. Okay, then we go to we're looking at this man right here making a deal with whatever this is. It seems to be some sort of, I'm not going to call it an angel or a demon. From here, it has red eyes, black face. The people here are kind of hiding from it, hiding behind his head because they don't want it to see it. And then there is whatever that is. Some sort of, I don't know. It looks like a demon from here, but I can't tell. So we go up. It looks like the tower of where Christ was, all broken in. Everything's destroyed. The pillars are even fallen. People underneath of them. And there's one head here. Maybe even Lucifer's head. And up here it looks like royalty. Um, India, in royalty from India. Monsters. Monsters. Things that people may have owned and destroyed them. But this is the gist. I'm giving you guys just a little bit, a taste of what is actually here and how to look at it when you're ready. And it gets scary. It will be scary. Trump and Hillary are cousins. They are 19th cousins, according to the student back in 2015, acting like they are first cousins. I'm related to Native Americans in some way. Everyone is related in some way. Uh, Blumpkin, know what I would do? I would find the most good looking person that is a friend of yours, whether they are with somebody or not, no matter if you think that you're going to hook up with them or not, and go out to dinner and make sure you find out where they're going to have dinner. So, wherever that dinner is, make sure that, you ruin their food and they don't want to eat. Um, and you make sure you have fun. Don't allow someone else to destroy your life. Um, I broke my leg, thankfully. If I didn't break my leg, I don't know what I'd be doing right now. If I'd be um, chasing around my now ex-wife. Thank God I broke my leg, slowed me down, and I had a really good friend, Diana, who we knew each other from the army. We knew each other from third grade, and she came up here for me and has taken care of me since. Speaking of the devil, and she shall appear. What's up? You don't feel good? What's the matter? Okay. Well, you can sit in here and listen if you want. Do you want me to close the windows for you? Okay. You're more than welcome to sit down if you'd like.
I was staying under the covers. I got.
Okay.
Can you check on me in 30 minutes, please?
100%. I'll put an alarm on now to do that. All right, now back to the show. Let's see here. Yeah, so that's what I would do. But here we go. Back to finding weird stuff. I don't know if I will on this one, but we're gonna give it a shot. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, with these guys. This right here is 3D to me right now, and it's living off of whatever this is. So that is definitely something. Oh yeah, there we go. This thing has talons or claws. Where they're coming from, I do not know. There are demons down here. I have no idea who this even is. Genesis. Genesis. Alright, this is Ringo. Let's see where Ringo's at. I've always heard to look at Ringo's stuff differently. Oh wow. That is way different. There is a king here. There are things here keeping a man in just looks like he's gonna get his head cut off. What else are we looking at? There's a devil here. some sort of being on its side, choking or something. As you can see, you can learn a lot. You can do a lot with all this stuff. Um, angels are always my favorite. So the way that we see angels and the way that angels are not completely different. They do have wings. Uh, they do have body, um, but they can project themselves as big as they like. They can project their strengths however they want, uh, and they can hide at will at any time. Now, what I'd like to do is show you guys as much as I can from my page that what is here is here. I am going to start with this here. Hopefully it works. I have not tried this yet, but I'm going to. Okay. I want you to look at this angel from the side. Okay. Hopefully you will see as you're supposed to. What is it possible that you're seeing? Because I know it's not the angel that you saw on the print. How about that? Isn't that something? The book is just about upside down and now we're getting somewhere, huh? Ain't that something, huh? We're not done yet. Where you at? Where you at, Angel? There you go. Now what you seeing? I know it's not the angels that creep up on you on every book you read. What you're seeing is the real form of an angel. See what you guys got to say about that. I definitely will do that. 13 guns, wow. Good for you though, cause time's coming where we might need them. Shanna, I'm basically trying to bring everybody in and seeing how we see. Yeah, China's gonna suck. And what's funny about that is that's where religion is not. So you already know who is going to make a play there. Too easy. Way too easy. All right. What are you doing here? Not good enough. Now, if I had some Masonic books in here, you guys would love them. All right, let me see here. Let me see what I got here to help you guys understand more in what I'm trying to give y'all. All right, look, check this out. This is Christ, right? We all know what Christ looks like. I want you to look at this picture. I'll take a couple of these down. Look at this picture from this angle. Now, we all know men wore beards in this time. So why is this woman talking so close, so such to this man? What does she have? We'll move on. And then we have this. I think you guys are starting to get me now. Okay. All right, boys. All right, y'all. What do y'all think? Yep. I guess that was a lot for everybody. And I believe it is too. So anyway, what we're looking at is this. All right. If Christ was born, and when I say born, so we're going to go with 2,000 years ago, right? Not exactly. It's going to be at the year, 1. It's year 0. At year 0, um, give or take 6 years uh, behind, 6 years in the future, um, the star of Bethlehem, in my opinion, was Nibiru. Now, why would I say that? That's a lot to say, right? Well, Nibiru's crossing is something different. We all know that. We've all heard it. We've all been through this by now. Um, when Christ, when Christ was born, they followed those, the stars in the sky. When they followed the stars in the sky, um, you know, they gave Christ's family myrrh, incense, and and it's another traveler's vice. When a person wants to go in a trance, meditate, they use this myrrh. It doesn't matter anyway. Myrrh, incense, and the other thing. So I want you to think 33 years later, no matter what, 33 years later, Christ dies when he's 33. On the day that Christ was crucified. Now, this is known because the Romans kept very, 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 very good history. And what they did was they said um, when the what do they call him, Septuagint killed Jesus, you know, number one, the man was mostly blind, and he became all he lances Jesus and is no longer blind. The water that came out made him, um, you know, able to see like some of us. So, with that being said, the Spirit of Destiny takes a whole new level, goes into a totally different story. But where I'm going to go with this is when the Nibiru crosses, what happens? Earthquake, extreme weather, a eclipse that blocks the sun. And what am I forgetting? I know I'm forgetting something. Blocks the sun. Oh, and it brings out basically the worst in people. If you're wanting to make a deal with anybody, these beings are in the vicinity for you to make these deals. So, Christ basically is born during the timing of them seeing Nibiru. When Christ died, it was the crossing of Nibiru going back home. Now we are at that crux again. We're at 2,000 years and some. In 2033, if Jesus is year 1, if he was born during year 1, the Vatican thinks that he was born 3 years after. So that'd be 1936. Regardless, regardless if it's now or the 36th, 2036, we are in for a insane run. We are in store for a run that is biblical. It is everything that you've read about or not read about. It's everything that you've heard in school or, you know, fought about in school for. Um, the crossing that is going to take place always brings it brings a leader. It brings a king. It could be Donald Trump, or maybe it's not Donald Trump. I don't think it is personally. What I do know is this: these beings that are here, not the aliens. The aliens that are here are on a different playing field. They are setting up to make it look like they are invading in such a hostile way that we would never have a chance. Um, for instance, I want you to think one ship, right? This is going to be one ship. What if one ship could project down 50,000 ships? Okay, so this ship is in orbit, right? It's crossing around like as if it's one of our satellites. If this ship right here was able to, um, send down what looks like 50,000 ships or 100,000 ships, a million ships, enough ships that would block the sun, um, people would surely freak out, right? And fear is the go-getter. Now, I believe that fear is going to open something else up. I think that fear has us go to CERN. Now, at CERN, we know what's going on. We know that we've made not only progress, but we've made we've made language with these beings. The Portuguese found writings of Sumerian, Babylonian, um, Sanskrit, uh, Hindi Sanskrit, uh, Sumerian Sanskrit. Also, we have Aramaic, Old English. Uh, what's that called? Angel. The angel language. All of them. Every single one. Even the Germanic stuff that people aren't sure of. They're there too. You can look this up for yourself. This isn't me talking. This is what they found. What the Portuguese students found, and they were on huge billboards. So if somebody was looking at it from afar, or something was very, very tall, and you were holding it up like that, you would at least be able to know what it was saying. So, with that being said, that shows me that they are in contact with these things. Now, let's just talk me and you, okay? If I was in a place where I wanted to get out and I hadn't seen my dad in, let's go with 7,000 years, all right? I haven't seen my dad in 7,000 years. I'm not even sure if he's alive anymore. But my friends who I've been down here with, having a good time, joking, making laughs, such. We'd be pretty pissed and ready to get out, right? Right. But first, we'd have to find a way. Now, for me, that way would be, digging, yeah, CERN. So they go to CERN. They're digging at CERN. What do they end up finding? Or what do they end up finding? Weird, but they find the temple of Apollyon, or Apollo. Now, Apollyon is literally the angel that opens the keys to the bottomless pit. Literally, like in literal sense. It's my belief that in 2017, when they went to, I think it was 32 quarts to what was it, 52,000 tetraquarts. Um, They did it. They opened the abyss. They're they're scientists. They got it done. But if you notice, as soon, and I mean as soon as they did it, they turned the son of a gun off. Why? Fear. They kept saying, "Oh, well, we need to get more equipment. We need to be able to see more." All you have to do is look up, and you'll see plenty. They had one lady on there that says, "I love coming outside after the hydro collider's on because the grass and the shrubs and everything around it twists and turns like snakes. They make features like human beings in a park." Wow. You know what that sounds a lot like? A movie I watched once. It's called with Natalie Portman, um, Annihilation. Um, we're living Annihilation. They opened the abyss. It's here. The window is open, and maybe not completely, but they're working on it. And once Lucifer and his boys get in, it's gonna be something. Um, like I said, I have plenty of pictures on my site, but I can't even get to them on here for you guys to look at. Uh, I'm gonna have to get a computer so you guys can see what I'm showing you. In one of my most recent pictures, you see a man in a military type garb, old school though, like not new, almost Templar. But the men behind him, gold helmets, gold shoulder pads, gold breastplates. Um, their legs had like if you were a hockey player, the pants would be gold and the shin pads would be gold. Um, and I have proof. I can show you this stuff. Uh, you just have to understand how to look at them, and it's here. Um, Satan, the snake, the accuser, the guy that is um, trying to get Lucifer out of jail while making us the bad guy. We're out of control. We're insane. We blow each other off. We can't even get along on our own. So when this all is coming out, and we are being, you know, we're the bad guys. We're being testified. What what's it going to be? I mean, like I said, aliens who might just eat us once we get on the ship, or do we bow our knee to old Lou? I mean, for me, it's neither. I'd rather just burn here and hopefully God will take me. Rapture's right around the corner from what I hear. We'll see what happens. But you know what? I don't even think I'll be at Rapture. I'm not. I'm not that perfect person. Um, and anyway, I'd rather see this whole revelation. I mean, it's going to be intense. Um, and I want to fight. I want to fight for God. I fought on the wrong side a couple of times in my last lives, and I don't care if you guys don't believe in that. Whatever. My last life was harsh, and I know what happened, and I know who I was, and it was it was hard. It was very pride. I was a very 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 proud person, and what happened to our land and home was nothing but a travesty. But what we did to the others first was a travesty, just the same. So let's see here. Yeah. And what are you, buddy? I am definitely not a liberal, and in my last night or last life, I was a Nazi soldier, so I couldn't have been that liberal. Um, I was bleeding out and pulled myself underneath of a tree. It was very, very cold. There was snow on the ground, and I looked up, and it was cold, brother. It was cold as you could believe. Um, I'm assuming that I was in Russia, but hey, could have been Poland, could have been anywhere. But liberal, I definitely am not. And I guess I'll have to read what you got to say now. Yeah, I guess it's quiet time. You know, it's weird, man. I don't get why these guys come in here and you know troll. Like there are plenty of places to troll. You know, go on YouPorn or something and get it out. Because when you come here with all that dumb talk, it's just it's babble. We don't do babble here. Right. Yeah, no, I'd have to get one of my girlfriends to do that, and they're not here right now, so maybe next time I'll send you a link. But yeah, yeah, sure. And who are you again? I don't see a picture. You certainly do a lot of talking. Minnie Mouse, or who could you be? Mighty Mouse, um, Speedy Gonzalez. That's who you are, Speedy Gonzalez. Ayiba, Ayiba, Ayiba. What more do you gotta say? Let me see here. I'm not gonna talk about you once you leave. You get a hard enough time getting over the border. Thank you so very much. I needed that just now. I got as you can see, I got a South American trying to, I guess, make his reigns known across the border. Because knowing Trump, he's either on his way home or, in jail or whatever it is these days that they do. I know they rape and pillage and the things that they do. I probably would never do that. I like ending other people. You come on the property and you find out. T- how about you tell us where you're from? I mean, your English isn't very good. I say Mexican, but you could be, I guess, like, El Salvadorian or Colombian or some weird shit. Um, I mean, you could stop worrying about me and maybe worry about politics in your own country. Um, maybe you can be like a big boy and get in the government, you know? I don't see that happening for you, though. I'm just talking shit. I don't see that happening for you, though. Yeah, that's about right. If you are not an American, pretty much you shouldn't be here. Um, Blacks, Hispanics, all those people that are here, and Americans. I love them all equally. You don't know my kids, but my kids are of Filipino descent. Uh, my first wife is Puerto Rican, so can't go that route. And my current is also South American. So keep on jerking. You're not very good at this, are you? Yeah. Okay. I'm sure they really hate me. Are you done now? Yeah? Okay. I was just making sure you're done. Bragging about failed relationships. Nah, man, I'm actually like really I'm really happy. Like I got exactly what I wanted on all corners. Like I got a wife on the side, I got a girl, and I got exes. So I'm cool, brother. Hopefully I could tell. No, it might be that you're like a an Iraqi or something. You're probably pumping that gas, getting a little high, and I feel you because like I don't like smelling gas, so I won't hang around. But the shit you saying, I don't go with. But your liberal jibber jabber is just about gone. He's just, you know what it is. They're very angry that they can't get here now, so they try to take it out on our pages and how they act. I'm not mad. I kind of feel bad for him. He probably has to you know sit in a truck with 180 other people hoping to live it. It's hard, man. It's really hard. He just didn't know that I have family, kids, wife that are ethnic in diversity. So good luck. He hit the wrong one on that one. Damn, it's cold in here. All right, here we go. Back again. All right, what do we got here? Yeah, exactly. It's sad, really. I really can't even speak on that because it's childish, and I'm gonna go ahead and guess that that kid had to been like 8 years old, no parents, most likely in an orphanage. Um, Probably stayed out tonight because it's let me see, here's Friday, right? No, Sunday. Even better, it's Sunday. Like the kid, he's lost, and it's sad, but we were all there at some point, I think. You too, Austin G. You too. If you're from Austin, please be careful, man. It's a war zone out there. I have a feeling that we'll all be out there sooner than later. Um, but love and armor, wear your gear, bro. It's really really crazy out here. You guys are the best, though. Truly. I love that you guys are here.